So the next story I got for you guys is about my neighbor's house. Where I live, there is a kind of next to the forest. We're one of the last like developments, I guess you want to say, before it hits the forest. There's a big forest behind us, and there is a house that has a lot of property. And I say a lot of property. I mean, to me, it's a lot of property. Who knows it to some of you guys? But hi, frogs. There's two of you. That's right. I saw say it twice. Um, but they have like a I don't know quadruple lot or something, right? So like it's they have a pretty big piece of land, and then after that, it's just woods, as far as you can see. And I've always kind of been curious about it because it's a cute little house, but it seems like no one lives there. Um, and I don't know like who did live there, how long they've been. I know that the places where we live is pretty new. It was built maybe in the past like 5 or 6 years, but the house is like maybe 20 years old. Probably older than that. Probably 30 years old if I had to guess. But anyway, with all that, it ends up being that I was curious about this house, and so I started asking around a little bit, and some of the neighbors they were saying that, oh hey buddy, go. Yeah, that's a better spot for you. They're talking about it, and they ended up saying that um, one of the kids, they were saying he's like maybe I don't know 5 years old. He said that a shapeshifter lives there, and I said, "What do you mean a shapeshifter lives there?" And he was talking about how there's a cat in our neighborhood who runs around. Everybody knows the cat. I mean, I've fed it a couple times. Everyone kind of is aware of this cat that roams around, and no one knows whose cat it is. Apparently, which I don't know if someone told him this or if it's just his theory that he worked up himself or what exactly, constituted him thinking this, but he was saying that the cat that roams around our housing development is the person who lives at that house, and that she changes into a cat during the day and roams around, and then at night she goes back to being a normal person, right? And he was saying that one time he was watching the cat at night leave. He was up late, and this sounds like this kid's really, really well spoken, something like that. I'm kind of, transposing what he said. He was talking about how one time he saw the cat at night, and then when he watched the cat kind of head back across the street to that property, he ended up finding, as he was looking through the window, a woman appear and walk around. And it was like, that kind of movie magic cutscene, apparently, where it's like the cat went in and around the corner, excuse me, and then now there's a woman walking through the window. And I've lived here, gosh, 3, 4, 5 years, something like that. I've never seen anyone in that house. And it's not that like I'm staring at it all the time, right? But you think after some time you might see someone there. I've never seen anybody there, and so a little odd, but it's a fun theory. And so I'm wondering, I'm gonna try to ask around my neighborhood and see if anybody else has that theory, or if it's just that one family or that one kid, like maybe his dad's been talking about it or something like that. But I've seen this cat, and it doesn't seem to. No one knows who owns it, and I've definitely seen it run across the street to that house before, but I've never, then noticed a woman walking afterwards or something like that. But something I'll keep an eye on for sure. It's definitely a fun little story, I guess, right? But another one of those I just thought it'd be fun to kind of share while I'm sitting here digging iron, because I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this world yet. Right now, I think I'm just gonna enjoy exploring and seeing what I can find. I do want to eventually, like I said, defeat the Ender Dragon because I've never done that before. So I'll have to gather supplies and stuff for that, I'm assuming. But for right now, this has been a pretty solid start in terms of, what I was hoping to get. I got a bunch of coal, got some wood, I got some iron. But anyway, that's the only story I got today. So I'll try to join back on when I have some more stories to share. 'Cause I think that's what's going to make this more interesting than just me playing Minecraft, I suppose, right? Um, it'll be in small increments as I tell stories, and might be sporadic. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see for sure. I don't even know where this goes. So, I just record it and then it goes somewhere. So it'll be interesting to find out if I ever hear back on this, or if it ends up, I guess becoming anything. That sounds funny, but like I don't know how many videos they want, so I'll just kind of keep recording and doing this to the best of my ability, and hopefully that will make everybody happy. So that's it for me. Thanks for tuning in. That's the only story I got right now, so I'll keep thinking on some other ones that I can share that have happened recently. That's the most fun one I could think of off the top of my head. So there's that for you today, and I'll see you next time. Next time we'll probably go see if we can check out this tower. I think would be the next fun thing to go. But I need to get some gear before that. I mean, I got enough iron, so maybe I can make some full iron and go down there. So we'll see. I've never gone to one of those before. I know that bad guys live there. I'm not sure what kind of bad guys, but I do know that it's like some sort of bad guy. So should be fun. Yep. I'll see you guys next time.